Hello, my name is Earl Doobie. I'm the CISO at Auxiom. What I wanted to talk to you about today was SOC. Typically, when we hear about SOC in terms of security, we're thinking about Security Operations Center. But what I want to talk to you today about and what you're interested in because you're watching this video is the SOC 2 certification. So the SOC 2 certification stands for Service Organization Controls 2. And so this is a security framework put out by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. And the purpose behind this series of controls, mostly IT security controls, is to ensure that third-party service providers are storing and processing client data in a secure way. So think about data centers or software as a service type providers or anybody that's a third party to a company and they're handling the client data for that company. And why this is starting to become more prevalent and more people are talking about it, and probably why you're curious about it, is the fact that a lot of organizations that are covered by regulations or they're doing government contracts or they're working for large automotive manufacturers or large companies, they're all worried about risk. All these large companies, governments, they're all worried about risk management, especially in their third parties. And so you're probably the third party of, some large organization that wants to protect its client data. So they're asking you what kind of controls you have in place to protect that data. And they're probably asking you to show them a SOC 2 certification. So let's dig into that SOC 2 certification a little bit. So there are basically 5 criteria that the whole certification is broken into. So you have security, you have availability, processing integrity, confidentiality, and privacy. So when you go for that certification, you have to say which one of those 5 criteria you want to be certified against. And typically the main ones are security, confidentiality, and maybe privacy, depending on what kind of client you're working with. But you're gonna have to claim one of those things and then work towards meeting the control criteria for that. The other thing you gotta keep in mind is only a certified public accountant can actually give you the certification. Because it's developed by the AICPA, the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, they stipulate that only a CPA can endorse the certification. Now you can go to a MSP or a virtual CISO or somebody to help you get there. So what we call audit readiness. So we can help you with audit readiness. Anybody that has, credibility, and you can go to our videos on the virtual CISO and understand what needs to go into that thought process of hiring a consultant or an advisor to help you get audit ready. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to hire a CPA firm to come in and do the actual audit. So just to talk again about which types of companies need to have a SOC 2 or really should consider getting a SOC 2, it's cloud service providers. So anybody that's hosting applications in the cloud, anyone that's hosting data in the cloud, software as a service providers, data centers, even MSPs should think about getting a SOC 2 certification. And then financial and healthcare systems, storing data, especially if you have like a portal or an application that you're having your clients come through to store that data, you really need to think about getting a SOC 2 certification. And then any other organization that's handling sensitive data. And then, just in terms of thinking about what that process looks like. So, once you get a request from one of your customers that says, hey, show us your SOC 2 certification. If you don't have one, a series of events are going to follow. You're going to need to either find someone internally that can head up that project of getting you SOC 2 certified, or you can reach out to an MSP or a consulting company or an advisory company that will come in and help you get ready for that audit. Now, the CPA firm that does the audit for you can't help you get certified. You can only do one or the other. You can either help get you audit ready, or you can do the certification assessment, but you can't do both. So just keep that in mind. You're going to probably be paying two separate groups, one to get you audit ready and the other one to actually perform the audit. Once you get someone trusted and capable to help you get audit ready, things you're going to have to put in place to get SOC 2 certified are endpoint protection, vulnerability management, network visibility or a SIM. You're going to have a incident response plan. You're going to have a disaster recovery plan. So all of those basic security controls that you would need for pretty much any other certification, you're going to need it for a SOC 2 certification. So just keep in mind that there's the cost of the audit, there's the cost of the project to get you audit ready, and then depending on what kind of gaps you have in your security posture, you're going to have to buy the tools and have people that are going to run the tools for you. So someone's got to do vulnerability management for you. Someone's got to do the endpoint protection and incident response for you. So just keep all that in mind, is that it's a very good certification. I think it will definitely help your security posture out, but you're going to have to spend some money to do that. So that's kind of the SOC 2 in a nutshell. Looking forward to talking to you on a few other topics that we have. In the meantime, it's a tough world out there. Stay safe. Talk to you later. Thanks.